What's up guys, welcome back to the London car scene, welcome back to the A45. And in today's video, I was going to do a video on the exhaust and how it sounds without the resonator, you know, because in the last video it was a bit rushed towards the end of the day. But as it's wet and rainy, I'm going to do a video basically on what other cars I was considering when looking to buy the A45, and essentially why I went for the A45 in the end. My window wiper is in terrible condition actually. It needs to be fixed. It's quite embarrassing driving around with a window wiper like that. I overlay some footage now so you can see what it's like, but I actually refuse to pay Halford's prices for Halford's own brand window wipers, so yeah, I'd rather just buy it like a name brand online. Another thing that I need to mention is I'm running a competition. I announced it in the S5 video. I said that basically the person would win either an Xbox or a PlayStation game, but when the prices of the Xbox was announced, well, do you know what? Just give away an Xbox. So I'm looking to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. To enter the competition, you have to subscribe to the channel and leave a Q&A, a question, which I will answer later on in a video. But don't leave the question in this video. I'm going to do a video about the competition. It will either be the next video next week or the one after, where you'll have the opportunity to leave me a question about the A45 or anything you want really. Doesn't have to be about the A45. Yeah, but that will be announced in a later video at a later time. Without further ado, let's get started on this video and I'll explain why I chose the A45. When I was looking at the A45, I only really had 3 cars that I was looking at, and that was in this order really. So Audi R8, the 2008 model, was at the top of my list, followed by the A45 and then the RS3. I know people are thinking, why is the RS3 at the bottom of the list? And the reason why is actually, I didn't have this car on my channel, but between selling my VXR in 2017 or 18 and I sold it to buy my own house, I actually bought an Audi A3. Didn't think I should put it on the channel. It was just a boring old model that I just used to get to point A to B. I looked at the RS3 and I like to change my cars. I don't like having a car that looks similar to the last car that I had. So obviously the styling of the RS3 looks different to just a standard A3 obviously, but interior wise and stuff, it's just another Audi, and I thought I'd just get bored of it too quickly and I wouldn't own it long enough. That's why I didn't go for the RS3. It was the A45. Went and looked at loads of them. I loved them, absolutely loved them. They had the gearbox issue which put me off a little bit, but apart from that, driving them put a smile on my face every time I got in the car. Just the sound of this gearbox, that just puts a smile on your face every time you drive it, and you never get bored of it. And then the downshift. Then onto the R8. So the R8 was my car that I always dreamed to own. So obviously the newer models are way out my price range, but the 2008 model I could afford that now. So that was in my price range. That was something I could consider to own. And I went and looked at probably like 2 or 3 of them, and they are lovely cars, don't get me wrong, but the interior just looks dated now compared to, considering I drove this car first before I drove the Audi R8. I test drove the Audi R8, and stepping from this car into that one, the interior is just night and day. The interior in this has just killed it for me. Like, I stepped inside that car and I don't know, I just felt like I was going back in time, to be fair. Like, I felt like it was a bit of a downgrade, and if I could afford this car, why would I go for that? That was the reason why I ended up in the A45. That's the reason why I chose it. It's all mainly down to personal reasons. The Audi R8 always sits in my mind, always plays in my mind. Should I have gone for that car? I don't know, the V8. But I went for the A45. No regrets with the A45. We're going to modify it. We're going to get it up to... Should we get it up to 500 brake? Let's do it to 500 brake. So, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more on the A45. Subscribe to the channel for more modifications on the A45. Subscribe to the channel to win a new Xbox. And thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.
No, I'm sturdy like a Millie Rocket. Skin clear, still look young, Andy Miller knockers. Money in my pocket. Don't call me a money pocket. Engine get to rocket. It sound like a thunder rocket. Yeah, I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade the noggin. Russell Wilson, way I get along.